What if everything you've heard about the Iraqi dinar was true, and the locations to exchange it are finally being revealed? Welcome back to Dinar Community Channel. Across the United States, whispers of secret redemption centers, quiet banking protocols, and private exchange appointments are turning into confirmed reports. From Dallas to Miami, Los Angeles to New York, a hidden financial infrastructure may already be in place, waiting for the moment the revaluation is officially announced. Is the map real? Are the centers active? And could you be just one step away from exchanging your IQD for life-changing wealth? This isn't just another rumor. It's the most important update the dinar community has seen in years. The speculation surrounding the Iraqi dinar IQD has remained one of the most polarizing topics in the world of currency investment. For years, believers in the dinar's potential have awaited the day when their holdings could be exchanged at a significantly revalued rate. Now, in 2025, discussions are intensifying as numerous reports claim that official IQD redemption centers have quietly begun surfacing across the United States. These reports, fueled by leaked documents, social media chatter, and community testimonies, suggest that certain banks, private exchange facilities, and government-aligned centers may already be preparing for large-scale dinar redemptions. But is there truth to these claims? And if so, where exactly are these redemption centers located? The term, redemption center, has taken on a mythical status within dinar-focused communities. For some, it conjures up images of secret, invitation-only financial hubs, often located inside private wings of major banks, where pre-selected individuals can exchange their dinar at special contract rates. For others, these centers represent more practical, regulated currency exchange offices operating under strict federal and state guidelines. The distinction between fact and fiction has become increasingly blurred, particularly with rumors now pointing to physical exchange locations scattered across metropolitan U.S. cities like Dallas, Atlanta, Miami, and Los Angeles. Verified reports from industry insiders have hinted that multiple U.S.-based financial institutions, including select regional banks and licensed money services businesses (MSBs), have quietly trained specialized staff to handle IQD and other exotic currencies in anticipation of high-net-worth exchanges. While these institutions have not made public announcements, screenshots of internal memos, teller training sessions, and appointment-based exchange setups have circulated among community forums, lending some credibility to the claims. According to several well-sourced online communities, these banks have designated certain branches, often in high-security urban financial districts, as operational hubs for IQD exchange under NDAs non-disclosure agreements. The reality is that, while major national banks like J.P. Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America have publicly denied involvement in large-scale IQD exchanges, some independent branches and foreign exchange departments have been reported to quietly accommodate small exchanges for longtime clients. In these instances, appointments must be scheduled in advance, and all identification and documentation must meet strict compliance requirements. The process often involves third-party currency verifiers and legal representatives who ensure legitimacy of notes and traceability of funds. Exchange rates, in these cases, may reflect the current market value listed by the Central Bank of Iraq (CBI) with no additional premiums. Among the most talked about locations is a network of private financial offices and currency exchange centers in Texas. Particularly in the greater Dallas-Fort Worth area. Investors have consistently pointed to this region as a testing ground for early redemption events, largely due to its high density of currency traders, wealth management firms, and retired military personnel who were among the earliest dinar holders. Numerous eyewitnesses have described attending private appointments at financial offices where IQD was verified, counted, and submitted for exchange, albeit with funds being placed in holding accounts pending full revaluation confirmation. On the West Coast, similar reports have emerged out of Los Angeles and San Diego. Southern California's international business culture and proximity to defense contractors have made it another hotspot for high-value dinar holders. Some reports claim that special back-office locations, disguised as wealth advisory firms or private banking services, have quietly onboarded clients for future IQD exchanges. These locations, reportedly operating with full regulatory licensing under state MSB requirements, maintain secure vaults, high-level verification tools, and coordination with international clearinghouses. In the Southeast, Atlanta and Miami have become known as emerging centers for dinar-related activities. Miami, in particular, with its deep connections to international finance and its role as a hub for currency exchange to Latin America, has been cited as a possible staging ground for IQD redemptions by Latin American investors. Reports of pre-exchange briefings and high-level meetings involving international attorneys, compliance officers, and wealth managers have only added to the growing belief that something is indeed happening behind the scenes. In the Northeast, New York City, home to the U.S. financial system and numerous global banks, has not been immune to dinar speculation. While no major bank has officially confirmed the availability of dinar exchanges, some high-rise private banking suites are rumored to have received documentation regarding future IQD handling protocols. It is widely believed that only high-net-worth clients, institutional investors, or individuals with verified holdings exceeding certain thresholds will be able to access these high-security redemption facilities. One of the most significant shifts in 2025 has been the rise of digitized IQD exchange portals. Several large private banking networks and fintech firms are reportedly developing secure, blockchain-based portals to manage currency authentication, identity verification, and direct-to-bank redemptions. These systems are believed to be integrated with treasury monitoring systems and anti-fraud protocols, ensuring that once the revaluation is publicly confirmed, large volumes of dinar can be processed without traditional walk-in services. The existence of these systems, although still speculative, has been corroborated by several patent filings, beta testing recruitment notices, and leaked screenshots of onboarding interfaces. Amid all this speculation, a handful of online platforms have attempted to assemble crowd-sourced maps of alleged redemption center locations. These unofficial maps, created through community submissions, indicate high concentrations of suspected exchange facilities in states like Texas, Florida, California, Nevada, Arizona, Georgia, and Illinois. Color-coded pins suggest locations already in operation, those under construction, and others awaiting official greenlight following public announcements. However, these maps must be approached with caution, as they have not been verified by regulatory bodies or any known financial institutions. One of the primary challenges surrounding the discussion of redemption centers is the intentional lack of transparency. Because of the potential for fraud, counterfeit currency, and security threats, many legitimate institutions may be forced to maintain a veil of secrecy regarding their IQD processing capabilities. This has allowed a number of scammers and unauthorized dealers to exploit hopeful investors, claiming access to Tier 1 exchange centers, or contract rate appointments, in exchange for upfront fees, personal information, or a portion of the investor's holdings. Government agencies have issued warnings over the years, alerting the public to the dangers of these schemes. For legitimate investors looking to exchange their IQD, the most secure approach remains dealing only with licensed, federally registered money services businesses that operate within full regulatory frameworks. Companies like SafeDinar, Treasury Vault, and Exchange of America continue to offer online exchange services backed by insurance, compliance, and customer support. While these companies are not redemption centers, in the mythical sense, they represent the most transparent and legal way to convert IQD into US dollars at current market rates. In the event of a global revaluation or formal announcement from the Central Bank of Iraq, it is widely expected that major U.S. financial institutions will issue public statements, update their foreign currency services, and possibly activate select redemption centers. Until that time, speculation will continue, and the dinar community will remain vigilant, sharing updates, leaked documents, and anecdotal experiences in an attempt to piece together the true nature of these elusive locations. In conclusion, the concept of official IQD redemption centers across the United States exists in a complex intersection of rumor, speculation, and fragmented fact. While no centralized list has been published by the U.S. Treasury, Federal Reserve, or the CBI, mounting evidence suggests that certain facilities and financial offices may indeed be preparing to facilitate high-value exchanges in a post-revaluation scenario. Investors are encouraged to exercise extreme caution, verify all sources, and rely only on licensed, regulated entities when it comes time to redeem their currency. As with all things tied to foreign currency speculation, patience, due diligence, and security must remain top priorities. The next few months may bring clarity, but until then, the map of redemption centers remains one of the most closely watched mysteries in the dinar world. Like and subscribe for more videos.